I just played the Lies of P demo twice. And this video, I'm going to tell you why this is the closest we're ever going to get to the FromSoftware formula. Just a quick backstory. I have a friend who is obsessed with Soulsborne, and after he found that I hated the genre, he went all out. I'm talking about carried me, bought the game, did everything until he finally made me see the light. But for some reason, he has refused to try anything else that isn't FromSoftware. To be fair, a lot of the clones haven't been great, and even the great ones don't feel like FromSoftware games. But I just have to say, Lies of P could probably have been made from an offshoot studio or FromSoftware. I'm telling you, this game is not like some homage like The Surge, Still Rising or Timesia. Lies of P comes with all the Soulsborne influence front and center, particularly bloodborne. Creepy, atmospheric environments, check. Cute female doll that is there for you to gawk at and also helps with leveling, check. A home base that houses important NPCs like the blacksmiths, check. Look at that, we finally have a female blacksmith, breaking down gender barriers. And of course, awkward enemy tracking that borderlines on cheating, check, check. I just want to say thank you for all the support. If you are new, go ahead and like. And if you're feeling generous, hey, subscribe too. I'm going to analyze Lies of P based on what my friend looks out for, and let's see if I can convince him to try the game. We are going to judge it on combat, atmosphere, bosses. I must admit there is a lot more to the Soulsborne genre, like level design, variety of approach. Well, no, we're not going to be checking all of that. These are the three things that are the most important thing to us. Number one, combat. Lies of P chooses Bloodborne as its primary source of inspiration. It's not as fast as Bloodborne, but I think it's faster than Dark Souls 3. You have your left hand called Legion that can be fitted with different augmentations, and you have your right that comes with a standard melee weapon. At the beginning, you are given the choice between light, balanced, and heavy, and all these weapons come with distinct moves, combos, and whatnot. In Lies of P, you can parry, block, or dodge, just like Bloodborne. And if you are super aggressive, if you lose your health, there is a window you can get it back. This only happens if you block at the moment the enemy attacks, so only a perfect parry or dodge will lead to no loss of health. I got to experience the 3 starter weapons and I bought the 4th. Each weapon has a standard attack, a heavy attack, and a special attack. It can also be buffed, and there is a moment enemies enter a state where their health turns white, and if you follow up with a heavy attack from any of these weapons, you can put them in a down state, and this will also enable you follow up with a finisher. In Lies of P, the attacks are quick and weighty, just the way I like it. But there are other quirks Lies of P incorporates that gives it its own identity. First of all, your healing flask or pulse cell as it's called can replenish the more you attack. This is really cool because a lot of time in Soulsborne you tend to conserve your healing flasks and stretch it out, but in Lies you are actually rewarded for being aggressive, so there is no need hoarding your healing flasks. In no time you will regenerate 1 back. In Lies of P, your weapon also degrades a bit quick, if I might add, but you can always raise it back on your own with the grinder. This helps with durability and all that. I really like all these little gameplay perks Lies of P has added to give it its own identity. But with all this good, there are some things I really didn't like so much. Now, as a general point, I don't like games that you can't cancel out of attack. Yes, I know some of you are saying, yeah, this game wants you to think before you attack and not just swing willy-nilly. But in this game, a lot of enemies can tank your attacks, so you always end up trading with foes. So being stuck in an animation until it plays out without being able to dodge can be a bit frustrating. I also felt that the Legion, which is your left-handed weapon, can be quite weak. It almost feels like a novelty. It really did nothing damage-wise, so I really do hope the best are still yet to come when the full game launches. Let's move on to the next thing, which is atmosphere. So Krat, where you wake up in Lies of P, is basically old Yarnam. If it underwent an industrial revolution, they probably traded the church for a factory, if you know what I mean. I love the Pinocchio story, and it is the perfect backdrop for this game. Shout out to the recent Guillermo del Toro adaptation. This game has a lot of creepy characters, from a human donkey hybrid to a woman who gave you a side mission to find a fake baby. On a side note, look at that. A side mission with the exact point I should fast travel to. So bye bye spending 15 minutes on YouTube watching a walkthrough. I also love how literal the story is being told. I really enjoy listening to Vati's sultry voice telling me the story behind every FromSoftware game. But this is where Lies of P can do better. They can try to incorporate a little bit of a more direct storytelling approach. This could be through cutscenes or missions giving. I enjoy the subtle nature of FromSoftware storytelling, but I would love to at least get the gist of a game I just played without going online to get explanations on how the hell is Marika also Radagon. Oh, sorry, spoilers. In Lies of P, you are going to be given moments when you are going to make a decision to either lie or tell the truth. When I saw this, I got so excited. I thought of the possibilities, and this prompted me to replay the game immediately. Like once I finished the demo, I put it back in just to make a different choice. And yeah, it made no difference. Truth or lie, there are no consequences. And yet, that was a real major bummer to me. I know there will be multiple endings, and the specific ending you get will culminate with whatever decisions you had made. But I hope there are times that telling the truth online has a different outcome immediately. Like I thought telling the hotel I was human would deny me access permanently. Now the hotel functions as your home base, and that would mean I'd have to play the game without leveling up and interacting with the NPCs. So that would have given a chance like guys like Ongbal and Co to flex their level 1 muscles. But truth or lie, the hotel will always open up for you. I really like the world of Lies of P. It has a nice touch of intrigue and mystery, and I can't wait to explore it. Now, bosses. Let's talk about probably the most important thing that this medium is being celebrated for, and those are its bosses. And in this game, they range from easy to what the to come on, how did that hit me? If you thought Margit's attack had way too much wind up, well, welcome to the wind up party. My god, just look at that animation. You'd think the boss was frozen. So yeah, I did die a lot of times from annoying attacks. I can also see that multi-phase boss fights is probably the norm now, and Lies of P follows this formula. The bosses have nicely telegraphed attacks that are easy to dodge if you can be patient for the 10 seconds it takes for the attack to land. Now the first boss was a bit easy, and the second boss just whoops you silly. The issue I had with fighting the bosses is there is a nice mixture of deflection and dodging, but I really wish deflection had better cues, especially for unblockables. They aren't too bad once you've gotten the attack pattern and know when to deflect, but I wish there were better cues for it. And in Lies of P, your XP is put at the front of the boss at the fog wall, so you don't need to get into the boss room and start running around trying to pick up your XP. There is also a multiplayer aspect, which is by calling an NPC. You can't, Lies of P has no 2-player, so you can summon an NPC, but it's pretty much useless. You are better off fighting on your own. It's probably the dumbest NPC I've ever seen. I think the 2 bosses in the demo world were okay, a bit bland in terms of arena, music and design. hope they are saving the best for later. I just think what makes a boss epic is not about how challenging it is. It's a mixture of all these things. Like, you have like a very nice arena, you have such powerful music glaring in the background, making the fight, the encounter all epic, and you have like design choices that were made to the boss. All these three things come together to make it memorable, and it could be better. In conclusion, I really enjoyed my time with Lies of P. It's basically 60 FPS Bloodborne, and Bloodborne is my favorite Soulsborne. Well, depending on the day of the week, it flip-flops between Bloodborne and Sekiro. But this is the closest we are going to get to the Soulsborne formula. Round 8 pulled off something really beautiful with a very fast and aggressive combat. The story looks intriguing and creepy with a little dash of mystery. Look, who is willing to bet that Geppetto is secretly the final boss? I think the demo bosses were the weakest part of the experience. It does have the right amount of challenge and they do get the job done, but I think they could be better. Let's see what the full game has to show. And I just want to say, they aren't bad, but they are just not memorable. When I go to bed, I still see Ishin in my dreams. Lies of P launches September 19th, and this might be the game I finally get ready to try. So much has happened in the Soulsborne genre, and besides maybe Neo and the new Lords of the Funny Men, that game looks incredible. But all the games made by non-FromSoftware studios are mostly written off as just okay. But I think Lies of P might be the one that captivates my friend the most. Thanks for watching, everyone. And if you like what you saw here, there are some other videos you could check out. And if you're still here, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Ice out.
Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.